Hey guys, it's me Ram here, and welcome back to another episode of X-Cubers 1 Scramble. In today's episode, we've got 15 4x4s to do 1 scramble. So without any further ado, here's the scramble at the top of the screen now.
So on 4x4 I am sadly not CN, I just solve on white and yellow, but on the scramble that's not that big of a deal because you have this nice white and yellow, these two bars. So what I'm going to do is I will do an L, and like now I can pair up these two with a U, but before doing that I'll do a R prime, so now when I'm pairing these two up, I can just do a U2, and while solving this, I'll also have these two solved, which I can just insert like this now. So what I see is, the first thing I see is this edge right here, these white and blue ones, which I can just solve like this. Now, these two, like this, and now probably these two. I also see these, but I feel like these two will be easier, like this. And now, something I do a little differently than most people is that I solve my last edge before I solve my centers. The reason for that is that I feel like it's a lot easier to pair up the edge while the centers are not solved. And at least on 4x4 I feel like it's extremely easy to preserve the edge after while doing the centers with just 1 or 2 extra moves, because when you solve the edge, 99% of the time you'll have some sort of bar which you can just use and connect your cross edge to it, and now you can just finish off your centers without having to worry about preserving this. And on higher order puzzles you might have to do extra moves to create such a bar, but on 4x4 you will, most of the time you will have it already made for you, so that's nice, and that's the reason I solve my last cross edge before I do centers. So now I can just solve the red center like this. Before doing an R, I will align these two, so I'll build this block, and now just these two, and finish off the orange. And as I said, the edge will be preserved. Now I see that, well, doing a U slice will solve these two and push this one into the back, which is right here, so I'll just slash this out so I can insert it with an L prime UL. Now, this one is not in a nice spot, well, too bad, but move it out, insert it, and now I have these two. Just insert it, slice back. Now, what I'll do here is I see this one, so I'll sledge this one in, and now instead of sledging this one in to solve it, which would leave me with a 2 edge case, I will just insert it normally, and now I can just slice, flip, insert, slice back, which I feel like is nicer to execute than having to rotate and do the edge flip, the 2 edge case. Yeah, so now these two, the corner and the edge, this pair 2 gen, and now what I can do here is I can pair these two up and insert them with a U2, which also sets up these two to be a 3-move insert, like this. And yeah, no parity. Nice. Yeah.
Here's a scramble. Right off the bat, I see these two bars, one for white, one for yellow. It looks like that yellow is going to be a bit easier to solve, and I can actually also cancel into solving my next white bar. What I'll do is I'll do L, U wide, solving this yellow bar. Then I'll do RY2, U2, RY prime, solving this center as well as this bar. Then I can do a U wide, rotate, U2, and then just solve the centers like so. Next step, I'm going to rotate like this, I see green-white as my first F2L edge, or my first cross edge, sorry. So I can just do RY prime and then U. Next up, I'm going to solve green-orange, orange-white, sorry. I'm going to do R prime F, RY2, that solves the edge, and I'll pair it up, or insert it like so. I see blue-white, but it's kind of in a really weird position, and I'm probably not going to do that. I'm going to kind of rotate, and I see red-white, which is a much better position. I can do 3 RY prime, I can do a U, RY2, pairing up the edge, and now I can insert it. So now that's my first 3 cross edges. Next I'm going to do the green center. I'll do L and then U, and then I can do an 3 RY2 prime, and now I can actually just solve this with just RU gen, kind of like this. That's the green center. Next for the red center, I'm going to insert this bar down here. I'm going to do a 3 RY2 prime again. I can insert this red bar, and finally for last 2 centers, solve like so. Next, as I solved that last center, I saw this blue-white, so I can probably just do a U2, and this other blue-white happens to be down here, so I can just do an RY, pair them up. Next, I'm going to bring it off to the side, solve the centers again, and solve the cross edge. Next up, I see, for 3-2-3, I'm going to do a U wide. I see this blue-red, and the corresponding blue-red's right here. I'll insert like so. Next, I have yellow-orange, and the other one's right here. I'm going to do a flip alg. Next, I have green-red. The other green-red's actually back here. And so what I would do here is I would do a UY2, insert just a random unsolved edge like so, and then UY2 again. And then finally, I can just do another flip alg and solve like so. Now I have my last 3 edges. I can do L prime UL, solve this edge, L prime UL, and that solves the rest. Next, I have 3x3 stage. I'm going to start with green-red. For this, I can actually do keyhole on blue-orange, and if I do D and insert with a sledgehammer, I actually pair up this as well. So I'm going to do that. Next, I have that pair, and then I just do OLL, and then from here I'll just do PLL parity into an A perm. Like so.
Okay, the first thing I notice is the yellow and white bar. It's pretty easy. Yellow is pretty easy. Okay, to influence both the yellow and white centers, I'll do L and R prime, then UW, U2R, and then insert the white bar. Okay, first cross edge is the white-green, then I'll keep track of this white-blue edge like this. Then I know that there's a white edge here. Yep. Insert. Okay, I can choose either orange or red. Do orange. And make this green pair. Insert the green pair. Solve green. And then red. Okay. Do the last cross edge like this. Then I noticed this orange-green. Then yellow-blue. And yellow-green. Blue-red. Yellow-orange, which is here. And then green-red. And blue-orange. Okay, solve this pair. This one. This is just F12. Okay. Oral parity. OLL. And Jaemin.
What's good, everybody? This is Rituraj here. Today I'll be walking through this 4x4 scramble. Keep in mind I've never seen this scramble before, so let's see. I see first that I have this nice white block, yellow block, and I can easily make the white center by doing this, 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 and this. In which case I also have this nice 3 block on the yellow. So I would rotate and solve the yellow center like this. From here, I always do my cross on left. So I would rotate and I see the first white orange. So if I do a D and R, I can make this pair. I'll just insert it here. Then I see if I do this, I'll set these two up pretty well. So I'll just insert them. And although I didn't anticipate this, I got the red piece in as well. So then I'll just do an F2. Another interesting fact, I actually do half centers. So by doing this, I have the orange, the blue, and the red half centers done. So in that case, I'll hold blue on bottom. Doing a wide R move will get the red center done. Then I would insert the blue, and while I was inserting it, I realized if I do this, I can get the green done as well. From there, I'll move on to do the last cross edge. I'll do this wide D move and use an FUF insert to solve the cross here. Then I would rotate, nothing fancy in edge pairing. I would first do a wide U slice. I see this yellow-red initially. I see this nice blue-red next. And I see green-red next. After this, I just have a nice 3-cycle left, so I would solve that. Pretty easy, nothing special there. Here, I would rotate and do a keyhole for these two pieces. I set up this pair as well. At the back, I would insert with left moves. And here, for edge orientation, I would insert it like this. And I have a little party. From there, I would do this. And then again, I have PLL parity. Great. So for this, I actually know a special case where I would hold these two opposite pieces at the back, and I would do this and cancel into the PLL parity, in which case I'll have the cube. Yep, thank you guys for watching.
Hi there, it's Amos here. Okay, so I'm a white-yellow solver, so I'll just check the white and yellow centerpieces first, and both are actually pretty good, so I'll try to be creative here and perhaps solve both centers simultaneously, if that's possible. Yeah, okay, so I'll basically start with yellow, but I'll do something like this and pair these two up, and at the same time move this one here, so like that. And that's the two centerpieces. Then I have this edge solved already. Put it here, and the next one here, and the last cross edge like that. Then I recognize this, and we'll just put them like that, and solve the last edge to preserve it here. That was actually not that good, but anyway, yeah, that will go on like this to solve the centers. Okay, so for edges, look at that one, then I see this, that one, and then the last one there. Okay, so we have green and orange there, so it's here, like this, and then the last ones, like that, and then we have the, oh nice, yeah, we got two solid edges, we'll do something like that, that's all, yeah, and then OLL, and PLL party, and into a T-perm. Thanks.
Alright, I use Ola Parity Avoidance in Siauw, so I'm going to have to trace the edges first, to trace the wings, I mean. And I want to orient it in a way that would solve the most amount of pieces. Like, I wouldn't want to like optimize it, but like just have a decent number of pieces solved. And here there's like a pair of wings that are like fixed together, so I would like place this in the correct place. So this is my orientation, red and yellow top, red front, yellow top. So we start here. My buffer is UFR for wings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, that's my my buffer. So then 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18, I think that covers everything. And there's that's even because because it's even, that means there's no parity. And I would have to solve it. I would have to get to the first center of last 4 centers, so that it leaves me with a total even number of inner slice moves. So I do white yellow, so I'll probably solve this here like this. So then I like keep track of when it's out of what I want it to be. So right now it's like like since I haven't done any moves, 0 moves, so that's even. So right now it would be like correct, and then so when I do that and that, I'm still correct because I did 2 inner moves. So yeah, from this angle I would like bring that up to solve that, and that would still be even amount. And then I slice here once, so that's I'm odd now, and then I solve it like that, and I'm still odd. So I have to try to like yeah. So then if I do that, then that's back to even, and I solve the red white. So like that, I'm still even, and I solve the white orange. So that's odd. Okay, and then now to solve the first of the centers, I'd have to do an odd number. So I see a green bar, align it like that, and then I do I'd bring it there, and then so I did 1 slice move, so now it's good again, and then I would insert it like that, and then I would solve this, and then I would solve like that, and then I would solve. This is already formed, so I'd like preserve it by putting it there or something, and then I would want to solve blue center here, so align it like that, and then solve the last 2 like that, and then I could just insert this like that because I solve the last cross edge like horizontally, and then I flip, slice, and then so I see the red green wing is here, so I bring it out and insert here, and then this is already in the correct place, and then I try to find the red blue wing, and it's here, so I insert like that and slice. And for this, I would probably insert back, and then yeah, actually I'll probably just do that, and then slice, and then the red yellow is here, so I insert like that, slice, and then here this is the last 2 wing case, so I'd do an alg, basically like a wide move ZBL, I think. Here I see 2 pairs, so I want to preserve this one, so I'll do like probably like this, and then I would insert this, and then I would insert that. Then I would solve this F-tail pair, then I would solve this sledge behind, and there's no parity. So I did the OL parity avoidance correctly. The OL from behind, and then do a U-perm behind.
Okay, for this scramble, it is actually a quite nice scramble, I would say. For here, I will do these 2 center, and then this will bring up to here, and then like this, and then the last center. So here I will do the orange first, like this, and then I will rotate here, and then I saw this blue, and then the last one will be red, like this. And then for here I will probably do the orange first, like here, and then here the blue center, and then the last 2, and then for the green edge is right here, and I will do this. Finish the first 4 edges and the center, and then I mostly do the U prime for your edge pairing, and then the orange edge, and then here the green red, and then here the yellow red, like this. And I will do back insert like here, back insert here, and then when I see this also yellow green and here, and I will just do then back insert again for the blue yellow, like this, and then the last 2 edges. So 3x3 stage and nothing special, just do it like normal. And then we're a party. PLL and Yukon.
Here we have these two white bar, or this white bar, yellow bar, and then these two with these two. What I would probably do is I would probably connect these two because they're both in the equator. And then this will be back here, so I can insert it back up here. And then these two will be in the equator. Then I can pair them up. So like this, and then I notice these two and these two. So what I'll do is I'll pair these up and then knock this one out. And then I see these two. But I pair these up then. And then I bring this back down and this is paired up. So I can insert it back there or do like that, but that's more finger tricky. Then I have this bar, so I'm going to put it down there. And I can create this bar, kind of like half centers, but I don't do like full half centers. I usually do like 2, and then I can make this. And now I see I have either bar here or bar here. I'll just move this over so I can finish centers 2 gen. Now I'll make this center, and then I'll look ahead. This is right here. Now I see that there, so it's just easy insert, and then this edge is right here. And then I can insert that really easy, so I didn't even have to move it back. And now what I do is I look at this, this, and this. So here, this edge, or this piece goes with this piece, and has this, and then has this, and then this needs to be flipped. So then I'll have red, green afterwards. Or you could look at red, yellow, but that's harder to see from this angle. So then I put this to pair, and I see green, yellow. So I'll insert, and then this is nice. I have 3 edges left. So I can just do that like normal. And then I see this corner gets inserted. So I'll keyhole that. I end up keyholing this corner as well, like a pseudo pair. So then I can just insert this edge back here. Now I did these two. And here I'm not going to get parity. I can do these two. And OLO and PLO.
Upon inspection, I see for the white center, we have a bar, and I can easily match these two up. So I'm gonna move the white bar out of the way, match them up, make the center, and I also see this in inspection, the yellow bar. So I'll put that in, I'll rotate, and I'll just finish up the yellow center. The first thing I see afterwards is this blue edge. I use Siauw, so I'm doing first 3 edges. I also see this blue edge. I'll pair them up, put them in. Then I see this orange and this orange. So I'll solve them just like that. Now I see this green right here and this green right here. So pair those up and put that next to the orange. Now I do half centers, so I'll put the orange bar on the left. And then the next thing I'll probably do in a solve, the next thing I would probably do in a solve is match up these 2 blue like that. And then I also see this red, so I'll put that in. So now that I have half centers done, I'll solve the rest of the blue. And then I also have the red bar, so I can solve that. And lastly, finish up centers with the orange and green. And I'll align the 3 edges, and I see this and this. So for the 4th edge, I'll bring that up, slice, flip, slice, and insert into the correct spot. And now I do 3-2-3 edge pairing, so I'll misalign the slice, insert this here. So now these are set up to be matched, and similarly with these two. And the got pretty lucky here because this and this are already like in the correct spot in relation to each other, so I can realign the slice. And now I want to match this with this one, so I can insert this here. And I saw that this is the edge that I knocked out of the way, so I can insert this, slice back. And for the last 3, I will insert this one into here so that I can match it up. and we can match up these two by inserting the edge and just slice back. So now that we're done with edges, we're on 3x3 stage, so I'd probably see this pair first. So that's how I would solve it. And next I'd probably see this pair, so you two match them up, insert, and this pair is next, so. And lastly, this pair I'd probably do a Y2, insert them in the back. And now we have a pretty easy 6-move OLL and PLL parity. By the way, I don't use like specific Alex for parity cases. I just look to see if, whether there's parity or not, and then do parity depending, like if there is. So now we just have a G perm and done.
First off, I see these two bars, and I'll do yellow first. So pair these two up, and then solve. I have this bar right here, so I can insert that like so, and then these two. First edge, these two, which I can do that, and then these two. Then these two. I see these two, and this, so I'll do that, and then solve blue, and I'll put this red bar on the bottom like that, and then solve orange, so these two, and finish centers. These two, I can just do that, then insert. I do U prime, and I solve red blue first. So here's the other red blue piece. So I can take that out and insert it on this spot. Green, yellow, that's right here. And then this. So I can insert it like that. Blue, yellow, so these two. U prime, and then this and this. Green, orange, so which is right here, so insert that. And then finish edges. First pair of these two. Second pair. Third pair. And then fourth pair. Well, parity. Well, and then two.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's Micah here, and this will be my 4x4 walkthrough solve. Right away on this scramble, I noticed there's a yellow bar and a white bar here, so I want to take advantage of both of them. And the way I'm going to do that is, when I pair these two together, I also want this piece to come into the back here and make a bar, which I can do like that. And then since the white bar was here, I know that it'll just be in the back on the left, so I can just insert it like that. And then the first cross pieces that I saw were white and orange. And then I also see that this white and green will go together very nicely after it. So I can solve both of these cross edges very quickly just by doing this. And then next I saw the white and blue, so I can just do something like this. And then the first center I saw was the orange center, so I can just pair it up like that. And then blue goes right here, so when I pair up this bar, I can move this bar to the side to preserve it. And then for last two centers, I can just solve it like that. And then for my fourth cross edge, I can set them up like this, and then pair them up, and then insert them. Now for last 8 edges, I slice with U prime. So I start with whatever edge goes in the back right here, which will be blue and red, and its corresponding edge is right here. So I can just take it out and then insert it. Next will be blue and orange, which is also over here, so I just take it out and insert it. And then yellow, orange. Oh wait, I don't actually need to pair that up, because this yellow green gets paired up right here. And then now I can pair up yellow orange, and then insert green and red to pair up when I slice back. And then blue and yellow is right here, so, and now red and yellow, and finish off like that. And then I have this 3 pair here, so I'll just insert it into the back like this. And then next I saw this green and orange pair, so you can just solve it like that. And then we have blue and orange, and now we have this last pair, and now we have Olo Parity, and Olo, and now we have an apron.
Okay, so I'm going to do the yellow center, and I can do it by starting it like that, and then I can do the white center like this, and the white and the green edge, then set it up like that, the white and the blue over here, the white and the red and the white and the red. I'm going to do the blue center, now the red center, and now the green center. So now all the centers are done. The last white edge can be done like this, and just align it. The orange and the blue, orange is here, the yellow and the green, and the yellow and the green is already here. Now the blue and the red, and the blue and the red is here, and the yellow and the blue, like that. These two can go like this, these two like this. So now that the edges are done, I can go into F2L. OL Parity. And PLL. Thank you.
Because in this scramble we have a white and a yellow bar, so we've got options. Here I'm probably going to go for yellow because we've got this over here and this over here. So I'm going to do R, U wide, L2, U2, L prime. So that puts these two on top, and then we've got just this space and this space. So U prime, U2, insert to the top. Now I notice white, orange, and while I'm doing that I also notice these white, green. So I'm going to do the white, green first, and then I'm going to go into white, orange, which is these two. And then for the last edge I notice white, red here and white, red here, like so. And now I noticed green here and orange here, so I'm just going to put both on the right side. So now we still have this orange bar here, and then here I'm going to do R, U2, R to pair these two up as well, and then insert. Now for the last cross edge, put one edge here and the other one is back here, so F, U2, take it out, U2, and then I'm going to do R prime, U prime, R prime, because when we have a solid edge, or at least I like to put it in the E slice in the initial 3 edges of 3, 2, 3. So I'm going to do a slice, insert this, and this edge is already in place. So that was pretty easy for the first 3 edges. Now we've got this and this, so slice, and now I want to pair this orange blue up with this orange blue, and then I'm going to do a U, and then here what a lot of people will do is they'll insert this edge and then they'll do slice, flip, slice back. I found what's faster is you do an F and then you do this as a last 2 edges alc, and then here
yeah, you just end with an F prime. This corner is back here, this edge is over here, so I'm gonna keyhole the first pair, and then I notice these two, so I'm just gonna insert these two followed by these two, and then followed by these two, and you can already see 1 and 2 oriented edges, so there's going to be no OLL parity, so OLL and no PL parity either. So yeah.
Alright, hi everyone, my name's Archit, but you might know me in the Twitch and Discord cubing communities as ArthropodJim. So I have a really weird 4x4 method. I don't use Siauw, I don't use Hoya or any of those other stuff. I just kind of do a hybrid between that and I think it's called Redux. I don't even know. So it starts off with making a center, and I've been cubing for about 10 years. And I always do blue cross. I don't know why, don't ask me. So we're gonna look at the blue center. We have a bar on the bottom, one here, one here. So I'm gonna pair this up, the U2, but I wanna make sure I clear this one out. So we're gonna do a D very quickly. Then we can pair this one up and see if we're gonna get any greens, and we will. So I can put that here, because as I move this one up, I can finish my center and make the next bar. The last green piece is here, or here's one of them, here's the other one. So R2, UY2, and last center. Typically after making both centers, you start making your Siauw edges. That's not what we do in these parts. I'm just gonna look at all the centers real quick, and then I'm gonna make all the centers. So I noticed that in my R wide 3 move, I have a white bar down here. So now I can make the next white bar and rotate up. Now I can do the orange one, preserve a little bit of stuff. So now we have all the centers done. Now I'm looking at my edges, and what I saw is that I have the blue-orange piece here and its pair in the back. So that's gonna be my first pair. So, and by pair, I just mean slice, flip, slice. We're doing all the cross edges now, and we can just go ahead and do that. So here's blue and red. Cool. Here's white and blue. And here is blue and yellow. So that's all the cross pieces now. So now that we did the cross, now we're gonna pair 2 pairs in the back. And that could be the white and orange, or the orange and yellow pairs, or the orange and yellow and the yellow and red pairs, doesn't matter, but they have to be in the back. So I see these 2 pieces right here, the red-yellow pair. So we can insert that. And I also saw the orange and yellow piece in the back. So we're gonna go immediately for that. There's the last pair, slice back. So now we have 2 pairs, which we're gonna go ahead and insert in the back. So pair it up, insert, and last cross pieces in the back. That was not a very efficient solution. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unsolved edges, complete cross, and 2 pairs in the back. Now it's gonna look a lot like Siauw, where you're gonna find the piece here and start pairing it up while pairing up the piece that gets pushed back. So let's start. First we have white and green. Slice, but when we slice, we're gonna insert the piece that solves this edge. So that's already here, R, U, R prime, U, Y, U prime. Next one, like this, slice, but we're gonna make sure we need to find the green and red piece. There we go. And lastly, the last 2 pairs, put them across from each other, slice, flip, slice. Now it's F2 all time. You may still get parity, so watch out. Like we did. So then you do parity, OLL, and PLL. So there's my 4x4 solve and method breakdown. I hope you guys learned what not to do. I highly recommend learning Siauw completely and as soon as possible, because it's a very optimal method. Don't do what I did because I've been doing this method for a really long time and I just can't wrap my head around Siauw. Like 3-2-3 edge pairing makes absolutely no sense to me, and I can't do it fast. So one of the reasons why I'm procrastinating on learning Siauw is because I'm getting pretty good solves on my method, so I never really bothered to learn another much more optimal method. But yeah, definitely learn Siauw as soon as possible. It's a very optimal method, it's very fast. Yeah, so that's really all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed my solve, and let's hope you retained enough brain cells for the next person.
Hey guys, it's Krish here, and here's my solution for this scramble. So I'll go with the yellow center first. So I see these 2 centerpieces. So I'll do it from the back, like this. and I also know that there's this bar down, so I'll pair it up and rotate to an F2, and I see these red and white pieces as my first edges. So as soon as I complete the center, I would pair them up and insert. Then next I see these blue pieces, so for that I'm just going to do this and then put it back in the place. Then the orange one, and I've also planned out my green center after pairing up the last cross edge. Then there's the red center, for which one I'll make one bar like that, and then put the remaining bar over there. And of course I've seen this one, so I'll just solve it immediately like that, and I've tracked my my last cross edge. So immediately after inserting, I wouldn't complete my slice move. I would in fact rotate it so that the cross piece is on the bottom, and then do a edge flip alg, Y D prime, D up prime, D2. Now here I see that this edge and this edge can go together, and this edge and this edge can go together. So slice, insert this one, and then insert this one like that, and then the blue and orange one. And while pairing up the blue and orange one, I've also seen this piece. So when I pair this up and insert it, I will also solve this edge by doing so. Then there's just last two edges, and they are in a correct manner, so they are in the diagonal manner. So I'll do an F and do this to solve them, and then I've seen my first F2 I'll pair at the back here. But before doing that, I'll pair this up, put this behind, then I would insert this, and then my last pair. And I have parity here, so I can either do parity after finishing my F12 pair, but I would do it right before the last pair, so like that. I use locus parity, by the way. And then my last pair, and then I can either try for EO here, but I wouldn't really do that, so I would just insert it as so, then do the OLL, and then it's a normal arm, a lefty arm without the AUF.
So that's about it for 15 4x4s, 1 scramble. Thanks a lot to everyone who participated in this video, and thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Goodbye.